Yeah. Hi everybody, my name is Pontus. I'm here with the Wallerang e-bikes here at Interbike 2017, and I would like to show you a little bit of what we have to, what new stuff we have. With the Wallerang is some really exciting things. One of the things that we're making available now for next year here in US and Europe as well at the same time is the new Modular Rack system, and basically what that is a line of accessory that we're making available that you can easily click onto your bike and transform the bike the way you want it. So just looking at our backdrop that we have here gives you a little bit of idea what this whole concept is about. It's about you being able to use the bike on an everyday basis and live with the bike and take everything you need when you need it, and when you don't need it you can transform the bike to a little bit of a smaller bike, which is not so cargo wise as a bike, and so just looking at the one of the two new models that we're launching here now is a bike called Hugo, which is a Swedish word for 20, and that refers to the 20-inch wheel size that we have on this bike here. So as you can see, it's a fairly small and easy to handle bike with the front and rear basket. It's a really a good bike to be able to load a lot of things onto when you go to places. So you have a big front rack and a big rear basket basically that you can take on and off in basically 1 second. And the way that works is that you have a little click system on the bottom of the basket, and you basically take it off like that. And as you can see, you have a platform, as we call it, on the bike there that this basket just clicks onto. And this is a click system that we have here for that we developed for our Wallerang bike specifically. So you basically put the basket on there, push it down, and it's on. That is that you can, when you need it, you put it on there and you can load a bunch of stuff on there and take it with you. When you don't need it, you don't need to bike around with big baskets like this. You put it on the side, and it will be much easier for you to just go on a little Sunday stroll if you want to do that, or get through tight city lanes or anything what works for you. So you can completely transform this bike from one concept to another. All right, so here what we're looking at now is the Hugo bike without any baskets on here, and as you can see, is completely transformed from a very fairly big and cargo-looking bike with a lot of loading capacity into a smaller and very sleek-looking city bike, if you're in a city, for example. But it's a small 20-inch wheels there that will fit very well, and it will be very easy for you to get on and off the bike and just use this bike in a different way when you want it. It has a Gates belt drive, internal 8-speed gearing, and 20-inch wheels, also a little bigger tires for comfort. This handlebar here twists, so you could turn it 90 degrees, basically align it with the bike, and basically make it much easier to store it in-house or indoors, basically. So if you take off all the racks, you twist the handlebar, this bike actually becomes pretty small and easy to handle and easy to store. So the way it works with the whole basket line that we have is we have a little adapter, as we call it, that sits on the bottom side of each basket, and it's a little click system here with a spring that goes in and out like that, and what it does is that you put it on this platform here, and when you push down the basket, it just clicks on like that, and that stays stable. When you want to take it out, you pull it out, and the whole basket comes off. And this little thing, and the genius thing about this is that you can buy this little adapter separately. It's going to go for around $35 or $40, and what you can do is that you can mount this onto basically anything you want. So if you have your favorite wooden basket or laundry basket or whatever it could be, you can actually just screw that into that basket. You have holes here to attach that in the way you want it to the basket, and you can just click it onto any of the bikes here that we have and it works the same way in the front and in the rear. So modularity and practicality, basically. Touring bike here is called Tapper, mean brave in Swedish, yeah, to be brave. It's a bike that is a little more high performance friendly. It's still a little bit of a hybrid, we see it at least, but very off-road friendly. You have big tires, for a very comfortable ride. You have the new Shimano Steps 8000 system with a really high torque, low weight. You have 75 Newton meters torque on that, which basically means that you get some really good performance and power from this bike here. What's also really nice with this model here is that you have an electronic gear shifting on here. So it's the XT gear shifting. I can turn this on and you can just see how that looks like. It's a derailleur here, so when I shift you can see how the derailleur moves just with a click of a button like that. So a really nice high premium bike that is also very practical, again, if you want it, because it has those platforms that comes with the bike, both in the front and the rear, and you can just transform it into from a more performing bike if you want to go out off-road, and transform it into maybe a more cargo friendly bike if you want to go grocery shopping even. So a very practical and good premium bike is what you get for the Tapper here. So the Tapper here is going to be 4,600, and the Hugo is about 3,800. So this is a model that we've had in the US here now this year, and a little bit last year as well. Very successful model, very well received so far. The update on this one is basically this new modularity, Wallerang modular system that we put on there. So new front rack and rear rack that makes it available to click in the basket line there. And this one here has the Steps 6000 system. So it's a mid-drive. You have internal Alpine 8 gears, also electronic it's called Di2 electronic gear shifting. Very commuter-friendly electric bike, and just very responsive and user-friendly, I would say. It's a good riding experience, is what customers say about this bike. Yeah. If you want to know more about Wallerang, you should definitely go to wallerang.com. If you're in the US, make sure that you click on the US button on the top menu. I think is where it is, so you see what's available in the US at the moment. So go do that, and also check out Wallerang e-bikes on social media. Instagram, we're going to post a lot of photos here soon, coming up with customers who are using the bike and in different ways, and how they are actually using this basket system and what it does in their life. So check out Facebook and Instagram and wallerang.com.